It's Madden NFL 23, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Packers and the Vikings, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Joined by Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is finally time to kick off another NFL regular season, folks. Here we go, and what a game we have to start, Charles. A rivalry showdown between the Packers and the Vikings, two teams who have really defined the NFC North for some time.
So let's face it, fans in Detroit, fans in Chicago don't want to hear it, but you nailed it, because one of these two has won 13 of the last 15 NFC North titles in Green Bay. They're on a 3-year streak with 13 wins in each of those seasons. The Packers are obviously heavy favorites, but if Minnesota can get above its 8 wins from last year, they've got a chance to challenge Green Bay for this division crown.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he returns this to the 22. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way, now in his 18th year in the National Football League.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the 4th player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its 3rd straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position, and Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Rodgers to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota's starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had at quarterback since, get this, Fran Tarkenton in the late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making a 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 at the 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play, and they picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Cousins again. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On play action, Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. Back to Dillon on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
It's hard to believe as he gets that 1st down, but Sammy Watkins is in his 9th NFL season, and he still hasn't even turned 30 yet. Plenty of tread left on the tires to be a contributor, like he has been with 4 teams over his first 8 years in the league.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On second down, Dillon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Rodgers again now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And down he'll go at the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Cousins on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage. Get the defensive back on his heels. Get the ball out to the receiver. And he does the rest.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're going to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They go play action. Cousins. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Joseph is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, high. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
From the 41, Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Samson Abuka. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about does the offense help the defense, does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
That one into the hands of Watkins downfield.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught by Cobb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. And again, it's Rodgers. That's complete, right around the 8.
And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal, Green Bay.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Caden Smith punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Cousins gives way to Cook. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. On play action, Cousins. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on second down. Cousins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Some surprising place there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Crosby is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down. Here's Cousins.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. To the air again. It's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Jordan Berry out to punt on fourth down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Off the play fake, Cousins steps away. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 39, Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Open receiver. That's Caden Smith, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Dillon now off the option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 38, Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Rodgers going to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 11 yards for number 11. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Down to about the 45. Second down and 7.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. This brings up second.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Vikings now heading on to the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2.
From the 27, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's Rodgers. He dumps it to Hyde. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And out now come the Vikings.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cousins again.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it.
He'll get this to Nwangu.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
10 more yards.
They'll throw again. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Cousins.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Again, it's Cousins. And Cook has it, left side.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
To Jared Cook. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, Cousins.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to the ground, this time Cook.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Got an open, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is going to be Packer football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
From the gun, it's Dillon.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Chargers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll try to wind down some clock with Hyde. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. First down, a run with Hyde. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. That keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Packers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.